What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a super exciting Liverpool takeover update video, because the Saudi Arabia sports minister says that he supports a Saudi Arabia private sector takeover of Liverpool FC. So this is super exciting. You will get to know all the details about this and many other Liverpool related news, because Julian Ward, the chief negotiator at Liverpool who is doing the transfer negotiations, is stepping down at the end of the season, 1 year after he has taken over from Michael Edwards. So huge news in this video, and we have to talk about the Brazil and Portugal game in yesterday's World Cup. Those were absolutely brilliant, epic games. But first, let me know if you enjoy these videos by leaving the like, subscribe if you are new around here, turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest news about Liverpool FC and the Liverpool takeover. So after, of course, Liverpool and now Manchester United are both up for sale, the Middle Eastern nation, Saudi Arabia, sports minister gave an interview. His name is Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Faisal, and he said that there is a lot of interest and a lot of appetite to buy Liverpool Football Club from Saudi Arabia. He said from the private sector there is a lot of interest and appetite, and there is a lot of passion about football in Saudi Arabia, and you could see with the way the fans celebrated the win against Argentina. The Premier League is the most watched league in Saudi Arabia and the region, and you have a lot of fans, a lot of die-hard, hardcore Liverpool fans of the Premier League in Saudi Arabia, and we will definitely support it if a Saudi Arabia private sector comes in and wants to buy Liverpool Football Club, because we know that's going to reflect positively on sports and on football within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And if there is an investor willing to do so, to buy Liverpool Football Club, and the numbers add up, why not? Why not support the bid? And also there are reports that Apple wants to buy Manchester United, and Man United fans will understandably have little time for maybe a bid from Saudi Arabia. But if it's not the state Saudi Arabia buying Liverpool, but a private investment group, then I would support the bid, because Saudi Arabia has incredible amounts of money and it would make Liverpool even more competitive. As I said, I don't really want Liverpool to be state-owned, but if it's an investment group from Saudi Arabia, then I don't see any reason why we would oppose that bid, because Saudi Arabia has a lot of money and we want Liverpool to be as successful as possible. And let me know, how do you see this? Would you support a bid from Saudi Arabia? Let me know in the comments below. It's extremely difficult to see FSG seriously contemplating such interest, given the local fans of Liverpool probably would be against a bid from Saudi Arabia. The Americans' interest in leaving behind a positive legacy means that Liverpool are far more likely to take into consideration offers from America and other options. But let me know, what do you think about this? And I'm pretty concerned about the reports that Julian Ward will leave Liverpool as the Liverpool sporting director at the end of the season, even though Jurgen Klopp wanted him to stay. And Ward has taken the shock decision to leave, having only succeeded Michael Edwards last summer. Liverpool are surprised and disappointed at Ward signaling his intention to quit the club, but they are mindful that they have been informed with enough time to determine a possible successor, and Liverpool have no concerns at Ward continuing to help oversee the transfer strategy until the summer. And maybe it's not a bad thing, because Ward has been at Liverpool for 11 years come next summer, and maybe he just wants a break in his career, or maybe he just wants to go to another company or another business or another job. Being 11 years at Liverpool, he probably wants a change of scenery, but it's also concerning. Does he see things falling apart under FSG, and that's why he's jumping ship? Just like Michael Edwards, he wanted probably Michael Edwards to preserve his immaculate reputation, and that's why before things go south at Liverpool, he wanted to leave. That's a big question, and we don't really know the internal reasons and ongoings of why Julian Ward, so soon after Michael Edwards left Liverpool, wants to leave Liverpool as well. Julian Ward played key roles in the transfers of Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez. The decision of Ward to to quit represents the latest significant change behind the scenes at Liverpool. And of course, Mike Gordon is taking a step back to oversee the takeover process. Liverpool CEO Billy Hogan will get those increased responsibilities. And Liverpool will now use Julian Ward's imminent exit as an opportunity to consider which model will be the most effective in supporting the future football operations, including transfers at the club. Jurgen Klopp will be at Liverpool until 2026, and he will be part of the transfer process. But I don't want Jurgen Klopp to take on too much responsibility when it comes to transfers, because he needs to coach the team, he needs to think about the tactics and everything. Liverpool are also still to appoint a club doctor after Jim Moxon left the position in August. Head of Academy Medical Bevin McCartan and club physician Sarah Lindsay have temporarily assumed the primary medical duties for Liverpool. So it's very concerning, and Liverpool fans on social media have reacted not in the best way. One concerned supporter said on Twitter, "The club will be without a director of football and a doctor at the end of this season. Massive operational changes needed. Mike Edwards he's still unemployed. He probably wants him to come back to Liverpool." Another fan shared a bleak outlook. Darren Looney said, "We are falling apart. Horrendous week for the club, considering the Man United takeover news and the Guardiola news as well. It has been confirmed that Guardiola is staying at Man City. He extended his contract by 2 years, so that's definitely not great news for Liverpool either." And after Jamie Carragher heard that Julian Ward is stepping down, he says he's worried about Liverpool. He said, "It's not ideal. I think when you are talking about recruiting players, a person in that role is heavily involved, not just for the January transfer window, but for the summer as well. It does feel like a bit of a shock, and I think it's a bit of a worry for Liverpool right now. There seems to be a lot of upheaval behind the scenes in terms of ownership. Michael Edwards has moved on, Julian Ward came in to replace him, and now he's going as well. I don't think it will be easy to get someone straight away, and if it is unexpected for Liverpool, it's come as a shock. I'm sure they are not prepared for something like that right now, but someone will fill that role, and hopefully they will have as much success in the role as Julian Ward and Michael Edwards have had in the past." That's the thing. Liverpool can and have time until the summer to find the right person, the right people to appoint in these roles that are going to be vacant, so that at least Liverpool can prepare. But we need the takeover to happen before that, so the new owners can come in and appoint their own people. The Liverpool Echo understands that Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool manager, will assume a greater say in transfer dealings in the interim until the summer. Ward's exit is not the last from upstairs at Anfield, with Director of Research Ian Graham, another name who has been confirmed, his Liverpool exit at the end of the season. So that's two really important, really prominent figures to leave the transfer department at Liverpool. So Liverpool's Director of Research, Ian Graham, will step down at the end of the season. So multiple people are leaving Liverpool. The big question is why? Are they seeing the FSG era coming to an end? Do they just want a change in their career, or has something broken in the personal relationships between people behind the scenes? Does Jurgen Klopp getting more say in the transfers maybe hinder these people's work, and do they think I don't want to work in this environment anymore? He's a Swansea native, Dr. Graham, and he heads up the club's data analysis team, whose focus is mainly on finding value in the transfer market. But that's the thing, in the last few years Liverpool haven't signed a player who was pretty much unknown to the wider public. Anybody who is maybe playing FIFA career mode could have identified the transfer targets that Liverpool have gone for. So Liverpool really need to do more research in terms of the analysis of future transfers. We need to find these hidden gems that other clubs are picking up. And what's also interesting is that Saudi Arabia club Al Hilal already offered Cristiano Ronaldo a 2-year deal, who is unemployed. And by the way, Cristiano Ronaldo, congratulations to him. I don't really like him as a person and his play acting, but what he does on the pitch is absolutely magnificent, and we can all learn from his footballing skills. He is now the only player to score in 5 World Cups in a row, which is an absolutely incredible historic achievement. And Portugal played a brilliant game against Ghana, especially the second half. And the Saudi Arabia sports minister said that anything is possible. I would love to see Cristiano Ronaldo play in the Saudi league. Ronaldo also said that he turned down a £300 million deal to join the Saudi Arabian club in the summer. Ronaldo is very competitive. He still wants to play in the Champions League. He still wants to score more goals in the Champions League and to break more records. So he still wants to join a Champions League club. I don't think he would go to Saudi Arabia anytime soon. And he said, why not? Ronaldo would benefit the league, the sports ecosystem in Saudi Arabia. It will inspire the youth for the future. He's a role model for a lot of kids, and he has a big fan base in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia would also like to host the World Cup. He said, why not? Who wouldn't want to host the World Cup? We host a lot of events in the region. Any country in the world would love to host the World Cup. It's an amazing tournament. It's good for every country to host such an event. We need to uplift some of our venues. We have a lot of stadiums that meet the requirement already, and hosting such an event is not just about the stadiums, it's about the infrastructure, the people, about preparing everyone to such an event, but making sure that when you're ready to host this competition, the whole nation is behind that. I don't think hosting the World Cup should go to Saudi Arabia, because Qatar already has the World Cup. They bought the World Cup. It's well documented. But I think each region should rotate between hosting the World Cup. And for the 100th anniversary of the World Cup, I really want Uruguay, maybe joint host with Peru and Chile, but I want Uruguay to host the 2030 World Cup. But the Middle East should host the World Cup in the future, definitely, but not in the next 8 or 12 years. That's just my opinion. And if interesting news coming out of Liverpool, Kevin Palmer is confirming this. According to this journalist, FSG accept that their transfer model of trying to break even each summer can no longer be successful. That's why they have decided to sell, and it looks like Jurgen Klopp agrees with this view. And this transfer model is never going to work, because there are so many rich clubs in the Premier League with rich owners or with rich revenues like Manchester United. And Liverpool need to do a lot more to compete with these clubs. And I think this all feeds from the increasingly clear reality that Liverpool can't compete with the financial juggernauts in Europe and in the Premier League. So it's clear that Liverpool need investment, and Liverpool will need this investment very fast. And the Mirror newspaper is reporting that Apple, who are tech giants, are interested in buying Manchester United from the Glazers, and they could be interested in buying Liverpool as well, because an investor who is interested in Man United would be interested in Liverpool as well. Apple's net worth stands at the moment at $2.4 trillion. And that's not billion, trillion dollars. As of September 2022, back in January, Forbes revealed that Apple had become the first company worth $3 trillion, although the demand for iPhone sales and other products has eased since. To take that number slightly lower, even though Man United are one of the most expensive clubs in the world, the takeover for Man United would barely even dent their current finances, and puts them in a strong position to buy Manchester United. And as I said, they could be interested in buying Liverpool as well. I might be doing more research into this in the future. So of course, Apple are by a country mile the largest tech company on the planet, and they boast an annual revenue of 400 billion pounds, with their products being sold all over the world. So you know about Apple, and I think they would be brilliant owners for either Man United or Liverpool. And let's see what happens in the takeover process. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.